What's up, everybody? This is Super Mike 2164. I'm just coming through real quick. I just wanted to talk. I haven't talked to nobody in a while, so I'm just kind of coming out. It's just a couple things that I've been dealing with on the internet and just random stuff in life and everything, and just trying to make it through the fall of America and still be able to come out on the other side. This is something that I think about. A lot of people like to do escapism. I'm not into that. I'm kind of more into just dealing with solutions. That's kind of how I do my escapism. When there's a lot of issues, a lot of problems in the world, I don't not think about the problems and go drink or go play somewhere. I just kind of, okay, what's the next thing to do? What's the next thing to do? So one of the things that we're doing right now is pressuring ourselves, pressuring myself, and trying to organize our family investment group. Also got an investment group with some good friends at work that I've worked with, brothers that I've worked with for years. And one of the biggest things that I came up with as far as just starting investment groups is, who is the authority? Now, we like to depend on the law and the legal framework because that's what we're used to, which is good. And so we do want to set up our stuff with legal framework. We want to get things in writing and all those sorts of stuff. But the number one thing about any starting of a business or starting of a group or a partnership is the number one thing is trust. So the thing is, you got to deal with people who you believe, it don't matter. Yeah, true enough, the writing stuff, it brings clarity. But you want to deal with people who, once they are clear on how stuff should go, then they have the integrity to go how stuff should go. It's according to the rules, according to the laws, and according to the faith and the ethics. It's about the relationships. If people don't have the vision to understand the importance of relationships, they're not going to be, your business association is going to only go as far as you understand how important your relationships are. To be integrity. Oh, true enough, you got access to this little account. Oh man, there's $400 in there. If that's enough to allow you to destroy your business relationship, which could potentially bring you up to millions and millions and millions of dollars, and to bring your family land and prosperity and good relationships with good people, then you let that go. Let them take the little money. It's just like a lesson. It's just like going to school. You got to pay for going to school. Start the business. Start the thing. I try to start off small. I start, especially even with people that you grew up with and everything, because sometimes we know people on one level, but then when that pressure hits, we don't know how they're going to perform. It's just like sometimes you got a real good friend, you get a roommate with them, and then we see how their behaviors are when y'all roomies. Maybe they disrespect, maybe they got certain quirks that you can't deal with. So I like to start off small with money, that is like people ain't gonna go necessarily super crazy for it. If somebody decides to try to steal or try to do some slick stuff over a couple $100, okay, take that as a lesson to the game. Do not stop the process, because the process works. We know that group operation is easier. That's how other groups see. We're gonna have to start competing. Migrant crisis is here. It's kind of funny. We see these stories of these a lot of migrants getting a lot of tax breaks. We've seen 2 years of free rent. We've seen, $9,000 a month in Illinois for rent. We see debit cards in New York. And we see them beating and kicking police in New York and everything. But it's funny, I was looking at a little clip. They seen a brothers with some black migrants came in. They kicked all the Haitians out right away. They made a big display of it on it. And in New York, they said that there was a brother from Senegal. He owns a furniture store. He migrated from Senegal 10 years ago legally, and he owns a furniture store, and he taking care of business and doing good business. So some brothers from his country, from Africa, comes in. So he charges them like $300 to stay in his store. And he got a couple stores. And they shut that down because they're black. They shut that mess down. You see, and then they immediately pivot over to migrant crime. But really most of the crime was coming from the ones that was not black. So it's just interesting to show how the narrative on stuff, accuracy sometimes doesn't matter. It's the picture that they paint inside the people's mind. That's what's going to determine, how people react. But as far as black folks that are from here, no, we can complain about what's bad happening. We got to start responding properly. I seen a story about a brother who started a grocery store in Detroit, in the hood, which is good, which is basically a house. But he started a nice little grocery store. We gotta stop disrespecting stuff like that. The minister from the Nation of Islam in Detroit, Mosque number 1, shout out to Minister Troy. He took some members and everybody, went over there and shopped at the brother's store, which is what we should do. Churches, everybody, when we see a good community thing, we should determine, like, every month, okay, everybody go shop. If you don't live there, even if you don't stay around there, we're going to take a trip. Don't get your stuff today. We going to brother's store. Everybody in the church once a month. Of course, the people who live around there should go to the store. But we got to start doing things to bring and strengthen our community. You're not going to survive in the coming reality of this world if you do not have a community that you clearly understand and who knows that you belong to it and it belongs to you. You got to be clear. You have a community and when you have a family. So that's kind of what I wanted to get on. We was looking at also Erykah Badu. They say she's having issues where she's walking around naked, and people trying to understand, like, why is she doing this now? She's 53 years old. She did not build her brand on showing her body. Erykah Badu did not build her brand on showing her body. This is the first time I've seen that she had such a big behind, and she probably, but it's kind of lumpy now. But I never seen it. I never seen her legs. I never seen Erykah Badu's whole little situation. Now, they're talking about she did this one video where she ran in naked. But to me, this is telling me that she must have didn't do her finances right. And once those studio characters got so much control over what you do, all that conscious music the beautiful music that she's really known for, all of the soul music and all of that, they don't want to see that. They want her at 53 years old to try to compete with, Sexy Red and silly mess like that. So, I think that's a sign of slavery. She probably was broke. She didn't take care of her finance properly. And so, she had just probably made the calculation like, I'm just going to go ahead and, just do this. Because it don't look right. It don't look right according to Erykah Badu or none of the stuff that she's known for to me. But, y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Yeah, so that's pretty much all. I'm just going through. We doing some work here. It's so funny. black folks, when you at these jobs, you can't make not one mistake. Zero tolerance. You see other people, they can make 2, 3, 4, 5 mistakes, and I mean, putting people's lives in danger and stuff. You kissing up to these, some of y'all like to kiss up to these white folks for some reason. You still think that's the way to go, kissing up, not being yourself and doing what's right according to what you truly believe in, as in your heart, as a person, as a man or a woman. You want to kiss up to these white people because, oh, they're the ones that's going to be the bosses. And man, please, y'all so stupid. Brother, he's a good brother, but he, felt he had to play the game, was kissing up to them always. He made one little mistake that really didn't put anybody's lives in danger. It just inconvenienced these people. Get them out of here. Walk them to the gate. Embarrass them. Pack your stuff. You got to go. We can't have that. Brother, it's a good brother too. But this is the world y'all stay in. This is the world we're in. And a lot of us, I don't know what it's going to take for a lot of folks to start recognizing this is the game now. You don't try to line up at these jobs. It's better to have a contractor's mentality, business minded mentality. You got multiple sources, multiples. Yeah, don't, if you got your own, stick to it, but you still got multiple sources, because that's how you're going to survive. That's how that's normal. That's normal. So investment group, work, business. Shout out to my mother. Happy birthday. Gotta get gifts. This is just life. Life in 2024. We moving through. We trying to see the truth, develop ourselves. I'm not really concerned. The fall of this system is destined. It's happening. It's gonna happen whether you know it about it or not. What I'm doing is making sure we guide our families, guide ourselves, so that once they start collapsing, we're not getting caught up as least amount of their BS as possible. I hear they're coming out with a 10th vid shot. They want number 10 to be the kicker. They made so much money on the last 9, and Bill Gates made so much money. He got his mosquito tornadoes. We seen that. But yeah, that's pretty much what we on. But y'all, let me know what you think about it. Peace out. Super Mike out.